Okay, so in today's video, I don't have much time. I'm gonna get a haircut and my train leaves in, I think, around 15 minutes, so I don't want to take too much of your time. But what I want to discuss in this video today is how to get results, or what is the kind of method to getting results. And there really is only one method, which is you find the solution or you find the method, you then find the energy to then implement the method, and then measure the result. I see that people struggle a lot with the second and the third, which is to, yes, find the energy to put into the method and then to measure the result. Finding the method is probably the easiest thing out there. There are so many methods and there's so many ways to find the method, and there's so many people who are willing to give you the method. However, it is the last two steps that make the difference because it relies purely on yourself. A lot of people would like to say, okay, well, it's up to upbringing, or it's up to, how you or what social situation you're in now. That is definitely not the case to some degree, to some extent. What I mean by that is, yeah, I accept that if you're brought up in a household or with a relationship with your parents that didn't allow you to uh, have the skill or be able to implement your own idea with your own energy, meaning that, if a solution was given to you, you then had to carry it out. Let's say, for example, you had parents that did everything for you, energy wise, then yes, 100%. But even in that case, I mean, that kind of strengthens my point a bit. That, yeah, it's really easy to find a method even as a kid, but then putting the energy in, your parents might do that for you. And then the social situation you're in now, and I agree and understand that, yes, if you are, living with multiple people, it can be a lot harder to, for example, record videos in your living room. Or if you're living with your parents, it can be a lot harder to go out and work a job for longer, or a warehouse job, because they want you here at home at a certain time. I completely understand that. But when it comes to energy, it's very different to that, because, as I said, if when there's multiple methods of when there's multiple methods to achieve a certain result, all you need is the energy. And if you only find one method that you like, and you find a building block, or sorry, not building block, but like a barrier towards that, it's as simple as finding a new method. So in that scenario, there isn't much of an excuse with that. I didn't want to make this video too long, but yeah, I think that's the main problem, really, just finding the energy. Measuring the result is also like a subset of finding the energy, really. But when I mean measure the result, I mean being able to understand that you are making what you desire, and able to put that into a document or into some sort of tangible method of measuring the data you're producing, which is the result. Not many people can do that, whether that be in the workplace or just in their day-to-day life. Therefore, they don't allow themselves to have the evidence, which will then spur them on to have more energy to complete more solutions or create more methods. And that's basically it. I'm not sure there's anything else to say, really. A lot of people misconstrue, well, say it in a couple different ways, misconstrue the information, but I just want to say it as it is, really, which is you need to find the method, which is very easy. You can find the method today, and that's what people are really selling. That's all they can sell. So, find a video for 5 minutes and have someone give you at least a small bit of motivation that will allow you to find the method. Second, and then find the energy. What do you want to do? How are you going to find this energy? Whether it be motivation, even though it's temporary, okay, fine. How long can you have this motivation for? Map it out, and then try find the result. The thing I see a lot of people disregarding is that motivation isn't going to replace discipline. I completely agree with that. However, you still need to start with motivation at some point, because if you don't feel motivated, it's going to be almost impossible to find discipline to some degree, even if it's just a small spark of motivation. It's like a, how I say it, oh my gosh, I'm trying to think. It's like an energy change, like a endothermic or exothermic reaction. You have the little bump in energy, and then you're able to have the full reaction. That little bump in energy is motivation, and the full reaction is discipline. If you don't have it in the first place, it's going to be very hard to get there. To be fair, it's not me. I said impossible. It's not that impossible. Some people have achieved it, but even at that, it's as if saying, how I said, they still needed motivation at some point in their life to be able to have it as a point of reference to then build up on that energy. So yeah, just wanted to make a really short guide or tutorial on how to do that. The rest I can't teach you. There's nothing else.